Welcome to Servant of the Fates. Today's pickacard reading gives you a preview of the best life you could have in this incarnation. Pick the card that sparks a memory in you. It has your message, guidelines below on how to do just that. Feel free to pause this video as you take your pick. As always, timestamps down below. And let's begin. If you chose the first card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. So, what does your best life look like? With the Five of Cups and Coffin in the middle of your spread, this is talking about emotional health. So, I don't know your situation right now. Perhaps you're struggling with your mental stamina. Perhaps there are some spiritual internal problems, but in your best life, that's all gonna go away. The Five of Cups, this is the card of sorrow and grief, and the Coffin is the card of death. So you're probably thinking, what's good about that? It's such a negative card. Both of them are really gloomy. Because we're asking about the context of your best life, this means that in the future, you're going to be somebody who's no longer in denial and who's no longer afraid of your weaknesses and of the imperfect things in your life. These cards are telling me that right now, you're someone who always kind of escapes reality. Someone who refuses to look at your own wounds when somebody offends you, when somebody insults you, abuses you. It's like you have a hard time admitting to yourself that that negative thing happened. You just move on and you kind of just erase it from your mind, but deep down it's really hurting you. Things like this, your loved ones or your colleagues or your friends hurting you. It's something that you never recognize. People offending you and abusing you is something that you don't ever want to admit to yourself. It's like you're always in denial, and that's why there's this anxiety that's just brewing inside of you. And in your best life, no more of that. There is a lot of emotional growth. The Five of Cups is all about recognizing all of your wounds and then healing them. Coffin is about having the strength to say goodbye to toxic people. Just really letting relationships die when you know they're not good for you. So really, these two cards are talking about emotional strength, about that mental stamina, about that spiritual growth, especially because your first card is the King of Cups, who is basically the king of emotions. So whether you're a man or a woman, you will master your emotions. You will master who you really are inside. You will be at one with your higher self. You will be the boss of you. And you will really know how to steer your life, how to improve your reality. You will know your worth, your value, and you're not going to let anyone treat you in a way that's less than you deserve, This is you not tolerating any toxicity in your life. So that's the first thing. Your best life involves material, emotional, spiritual growth and strength. With the Eight of Wands here, this is talking about activity. The Eight of Wands is the card of travel and messages. So there's going to be a lot of both. You're going to lead an extroverted life. This is about seeing the world. If not the world, then at least just traveling around in your own country, in your own region, and learning everything that there is to learn and seeing how other people live and being inspired by their ways, their knowledge, and their philosophies. And this is just having a lot of good people around you. The Eight of Wands, this is the card of interacting with very happy, very positive people. So friendships, acquaintances, there's going to be a lot of that in the future. This is also called the arrows of love traditionally. So there are going to be a lot of admirers, a lot of DMs, a lot of people telling you how they feel about you, admiring you, complimenting you. And then with the book, lower left of your reading, this is again connected to the spiritual strength. This is about knowledge, Yes, of course, there's your typical knowledge, like literally reading books and researching online and just learning about so many subjects and topics. But more importantly, this book is about spiritual knowledge, like knowing more about the universe, understanding the divine, how life works, how the world operates, and most of all, that knowing your higher self, being at one with yourself, like I said earlier. Snake here is connected to both book and the Eight of Wands. To book, because snake is a spiritual woman. You could be a man or a woman, but this is someone who's like a high priestess. This is that kind of energy where she has prophetic powers, someone who's good at divination, someone who has a very strong intuition, someone who's mysterious as well. And that connects to the Eight of Wands because the Eight of Wands, like I said, is about having a lot of admirers, and Snake is one of the most attractive women in Lenormand. This is someone sexy. This is someone provocative. This is someone hot. So, man or woman, in your best life, you're going to be someone that a lot of people just really fall for. A lot of people are attracted to. A lot of people have a crush on. And about the mysterious aspect of that, just note that the King of Cups is also the card of Scorpio, astrologically speaking. So if you are a Scorpio sun, rising Venus, then this reading should resonate even more for you. Everything that I'm saying is like 3 times truer for you. So this is all about emotional strength and self-esteem and having a lot of admirers, really. Rider here means 2 things. One, it connects to the card above it, the Eight of Wands, because Rider is all about messages. Getting so many messages from people, friends, admirers, loved ones, just staying in touch with positive people in your life. But also, this is the card of good news. So just good things really flowing towards your life, which should be expected, right? Because if you are at one with yourself, if you are not allowing any toxicity to loom in your environment, if you're someone with strong self-esteem, if you're someone who's emotionally strong, then obviously you're going to attract goodness, abundance, prosperity in more ways than one into your life. And that is why your final card is Anchor. This is the card of stability. Stability in what? In everything. Material stability, emotional stability, stability in your self-esteem, in your relationships, and where you are in life. So this, darling, is your best life. You're going to see it begin once you notice that you are no longer in denial of people hurting you, of all the negative things that have happened in your life. Once you find the courage to face all of this negativity, these things that you'd rather just forget, once you see yourself starting to really acknowledge them and face them and heal them, that's when all of these good things are going to come. The self-esteem, the admirers, all of this, the abundance, the good news, the stability. This is what your best life looks like. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the second card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. So, what does your best life look like? Well, it involves a lot of material wealth and stability, because in the middle of your spread, we have the Devil. This is the card of mastering the material world. This is the card of owning something, property, having something tangible in your hands, knowing what treasure is, materially, financially speaking. This is the card of Capricorn, earth sign. So something that is grounded, something that is real, something quantifiable, especially because it's beside another earth sign card, the Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus. So really, material prosperity is something that your best life is all about. The Hierophant is also the card of tradition. So you will make money, all of this money, through traditional means, perhaps inheriting the business from your parents, or doing something, having a job, or starting your own business And it's an industry that is well known for making people rich. So maybe something to do with the technology or something to do with finances itself, like banking. So this isn't some really innovative and really crazy and out there industry or idea. It's something that's tried and tested. You know, an industry, a job, a business, a position where people really are known for making a lot of money. But there's more. It's not just that, because beside the devil, we have the Ten of Swords, and this is a card of death. So maybe medicine or a funeral home or, law, something that deals with inheritances, legacies. When a family member dies, it's going to involve death, especially because below the Ten of Swords, there is mountain. This in Lenormand is the card of difficulties. So it's not you having a difficult life. It's the industry that you're in. It's the way you're going to make this money. Inherently, there's something quite difficult and gloomy about it. Again, with that pairing, mountain and the Ten of Swords. But it's not because you are toxic or there's anything toxic. It's just what it is, like death, right? I mean, we can't avoid death. There's nothing abusive per se about death. It's just natural. It's the way of life. It's a part of life. And it's something that's going to be involved in how you make money. It's your business, your job, your position, your industry will have something to do with it, something difficult in other people's lives. And your job, your role will be to kind of help them go through it. With birds and dog in the middle of your spread, you're not going to be alone through all of this. There is someone who's going to be faithfully by your side, but you're not going to be married to this person. This is definitely a romantic connection, but there is no official, legal, binding contract between the two of you. It is a spiritual connection, especially with the Hierophant above birds. Birds is the card of couples that are unofficial. Unofficial doesn't mean non-committed. It just means that it's not traditional, which is funny because the Hierophant is the card of tradition. But birds, the traditional love and connection is there, but you don't care much about the typical labels and letting other people know that you've claimed each other through marriage and something like that. But this connection is going to be even better than most of the married couples' connections around you, because dog is the card of loyalty. This is about having someone who's really going to stand by your side through thick and thin. This is someone that you can trust and someone who trusts you. So throughout this success and this kind of gloomy way industry that you're going to make your money, there's going to be someone who will help you through it all. With key towards the beginning of your Lenormand spread, this is all about mental strength and prowess. This is the card of solution. So in your best life, you're going to be someone who can solve any problem, who can face anything. This is someone mentally strong, someone who just knows that if I set my mind to it, there's no way that I'm not going to triumph over it, whatever battle, whatever problem, whatever issue it is. So this is you being on top of the world. This is you being in command of your life. And with the Tower as your final card, it relates to that as well, because Tower in Lenormand is not like Tower in Tarot. This isn't anything negative. This is about authority. So being an authority in your industry, we already know that because you're going to be someone wealthy, and also being an authority in your own life. But finally, Tower here is kind of literal. It's about having a big house, maybe living in a penthouse, owning a condo. This is about having a beautiful home, something that you can be proud of. So again, there is the material, the financial wealth and abundance inherent in there. So this, darling, is your best life. There's money that you're going to make traditionally through a business that involves death or something equally difficult like that. And you're going to have a partner. You won't be married in the eyes of the law, but in the eyes of your higher power and in the eyes of your hearts, you're going to be the most devoted couple ever. And with Key and Tower, there is authority in your life, in your environment, just you commanding everyone around you in a good, positive way. And this is all about stability and strength in more ways than one. That is your best life that you can look forward to. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the third card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. So, in your best life, what are the things that will happen? First of all, your 4 greatest wishes are going to come true. With the 4 of Pentacles in the middle of your spread, supported by Stork, which is the card of upgrade, like the man in the 4 of Pentacles, right in the middle of this reading, you will be able to hold in your hand the 4 things that you desire the most right now. It's going to be different for each of you because this is a general reading, but what is it? Is it health? Is it wealth? Is it romance? Is it something else? Whatever those 4 things are that you really fantasize about the most, that you really pray for the hardest, you are going to be able to have them all. And that is why towards the right part, top right of your spread, we have the 7 of Cups. This is the card of dreams and illusions. What does that mean for you? It means every single morning you're going to wake up and you're not going to believe your life. It's going to just really make you so happy, almost in a crazy, drunken, intoxicated way. Like, is this really my life? Is this really where I'm at right now? It is too beautiful and it is so amazing and I'm so grateful. So every single day you're going to be like this guy on the top right of your spread, just amazed at everything, all of the cups, all of the blessings right in front of you. With the 8 of Pentacles at the beginning of your spread, one of these wishes is going to involve your passions. A lot of you right now are in a place in your life where you are unable to live out, to exercise, to fulfill your true passions. Perhaps you're at a job that you hate, but you just do it because you need the money. Perhaps you live in a house or in a city or in a home, in an environment where you're just unhappy, where you're restricted, where people don't give you the freedom to be yourself. That is all going to change. With the 8 of Pentacles, this is you really being true to yourself, really working hard at the things that you love. So not just going to a boring 9-to-5 job that you have no interest in. This is you being able to really live out your heart's desire, what you really want to do with this life. With the whip at the beginning of your Lenormand spread, lower left of your reading, this is about physical fitness. So whether you are someone who is right now into exercising and working out or someone who doesn't care about that, in your best life, you will be a health and fitness buff. This is going to be so important to you. Eating organically, leading a holistic, natural life. This is going to be one of the tenets of what a good life means to you in the future. With Bear, again, this is the card of money, this is the card of wealth, but more importantly, besides Stork, these 2 are the cards of the mother. So whether you're a man or a woman, in your best life, you're going to become a parent. Now, that could be literal. You could have a child, or it could be a furry baby. You could have a pet. You could have a dog or a cat that you're going to love like your own child. So you're not going to be alone. There's going to be that cute little baby or that beautiful family that's going to share in your blessings, in your joy, in your happiness. With ladder here, this is another clue as to your passion or your business or the thing that will allow you to receive the wealth, the material prosperity that you need so you can live out your passion, so you can achieve your 3 other dreams. Letter here is about writing. It's about the written word. So this could be that some of you will become an author, a published author, or this could be about being a composer, a poet as well. For others, it could even be a career in finances, because receipts and bills, they all come as letters as well. So these are your clues as to how you will be able to achieve all of these 4 dreams and how you will be able to achieve and live out the life that you really want. And your final outcome card, it just summarizes everything. It's so beautiful. House. This is about feeling like the whole world is your home. Just feeling at home in your life. Feeling safe. Again, with the children, this could be literal. This could be getting married and having kids and having that beautiful family, that warm, welcoming, lovely home. But even if that's not the case, this is about having your own home with your own family, which could be your friends, which could be your parents, which could be anyone around you that you love and trust. And also, this is about owning a house that you're proud of. A beautiful home in a beautiful place that makes you feel beautiful whenever you're inside it. So darling, this is what your best life is all about. It's about 4 of your greatest wishes being granted, being grateful every single day, and just finding it unbelievable that this really is your life, because it is so amazing, especially with house there. Parenthood is in the cards for you, whether we're talking about human babies or pets. This is something that's going to happen in your future, a part of your best life, and then fitness and health are going to be there as well. So think now, reflect, meditate. What are these 4 things that are most important to you? Because your best life will begin with you starting to make them a reality. Attracting them, accepting them, claiming them. That is how your best life will come to be. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the 4th card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. So, what does your best life look like? Darling, it's going to be an endless party. That is both literal and metaphorical. This is you attending a lot of events, hosting a lot of dinner parties at home, barbecues, inviting friends over for karaoke and whatnot. This is you baking, cooking for the people you love, going to brunches with your best friends, going to just a lot of events and again parties with the people who matter to you, making a lot of acquaintances. And with bouquet underneath the 3 of Cups, this is you just feeling and being beautiful through it all. Whether you're a man or a woman, you will always be the center of attention, and not in a bad way. You're just going to be someone who draws people in, because the 3 of Cups is also the card of joy, celebration, being happy, being positive. So all of this goodness that you are feeling inside you, the people around you are going to feel that energy and they will be drawn towards you. So beauty. Your best life is going to be filled with physical beauty and just beauty all around as well. With strength at the beginning of your spread, you are going to become an influential figure. Someone that people think is strong, someone that people look up to, someone that people idolize and want to emulate. You are someone who can change people's lives through the words that you say, the words that you post on Facebook or on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. You are someone who's going to have command of yourself and of the people around you. And again, not in a negative way, but in a way that positively impacts their life. With the Knight of Swords here, there's someone who's going to come into your life. A knight in shining armor, so to speak. Their personality, this is someone intellectual. This is someone extroverted. Someone who has a way with words, good with communication. Astrologically speaking, this is the card of air signs, specifically Gemini. So that is your clue as to who this person could be. And definitely for 90% of you, maybe even 95% of you, this is going to be a romantic partner. For the others, probably a BFF, or someone that you can confide in, someone that you totally trust, but not in a romantic way. But either way, with crossroads and clouds underneath him, this is so positive. Clouds is the card of depression, of problems, of confusion, of bad things happening in your life. And crossroads is the card of departure, of saying no to that, of leaving that behind. And this person is just someone who's going to encourage you to do that. Someone who's always going to have your back. Someone who's going to encourage you to stay away from people that are toxic, from situations that do not serve you well. This is someone who's going to advise you while you advise everybody else. And this is just someone that you run to. Crossroads, right? This is a path. This is a road. This is a place that you go to. So this is your go-to person. Someone that you turn to whenever there is that cloud of depression, of anxiety, of sadness in your life. So this is someone that you can trust and someone who's going to really be there for you. With cross and fish, again, this is related to strength. What did I say about strength? You're going to be someone influential, someone that people look to for advice, someone that people really, really trust. And cross is the card of religion, or at least just spirituality. This is about being that influential spiritual figure, someone that people look to for emotional advice, for tips and tricks and how to deal with life. And with fish here, this is how you're going to make money. So perhaps you're going to become an astrologer, someone who reads people's natal charts and advises them on the best course to take in life. Or maybe you're going to write a book about your own experiences, about the law of attraction, about manifestation. Perhaps you're going to create your own YouTube channel and make a lot of money giving people advice, something again with the law of attraction, something with astrology, something with divination, anything that has to do with spirituality. Maybe you're going to become a yoga instructor, right? Something that inspires people to become their best selves. This is going to be your path in your best life, and this will bring you material abundance with fish in there. So darling, this is your best life. It's an endless party. There's going to be a lot of celebration, a lot of positivity, and when there is negativity and toxicity, you will have the strength to walk away. And there is this Knight of Swords person that you can always run to and who will always have your back. And how are you going to make your money? How are you going to create your abundance? Through spirituality, through helping other people become the best that they can be. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.